Hey, David Miller with the Miller Realty Group of Keller Williams Realty. Hey, just give you an update what's going on in the market. I always like to start off with the supply and demand of the market. If we look at the supply, it has gone up quite a bit. For the past 17 months, it's gone up about 53%. All right, so last month it went up 999. So we've gone from 6,900 homes in our inventory March of last year all the way up to almost double that this year. I do expect that to continue to go up for three reasons. If you drive around, you're going to notice that there's a lot of new construction. So the builders are definitely doing their job on filling the gap between the supply and demand that we used to have. And then also, a lot of homeowners that used to be upside down in their house are no longer upside down because of the appreciation we've seen in our prices. So, matter of fact, 3 years ago, 53% of homeowners in Orlando are upside down. Well, that number is down to 30%. So folks that wanted to sell their house in the past, either to buy a bigger house or to downsize, and couldn't do it because they had to bring money to the table, now they can do that. The third reason is shadow inventory. So shadow inventory is defined as homes that are owned by the bank, or they should own it, and they just haven't put it on the market yet. Out of the closings for last month, it's gone up 30% for bank-owned homes. So we are starting to see in all price ranges that the banks are starting to put their houses on the market, which makes sense because 2 or 3 years ago they did settle with the government, and since Florida is a judicial state, it takes about 2 to 3 years to foreclose on a property. So those are definitely starting to hit the market. Now, if we look at the demand side of it, I will tell you that the demand has eased off for the past 3 months. Matter of fact, the sales are down about 17% from where they were before. And one of the reasons is that we don't have the hedge funds out there buying up the properties like we used to. Now, how does that affect pricing? Well, the good news is that we are still getting appreciation on the property or on our properties. It's slowed down quite a bit. You know, if you remember at the beginning of the year, it was 13% year over year. It's down to about 6.5%. However, that is still in a positive range. The average appreciation we usually find is 3 to 4%. So we do expect that to continue. One of the key things we look at is how many months of inventory we have. Whenever you have 6 months of inventory, that's when you have equilibrium between buyers and sellers. When it goes below that, it means it's a seller's market. When you go above that, it means it's a buyer's market. Well, we're currently at about 5.3%. So technically, we're still in a slight seller's market, but I'll tell you from what we're seeing in the marketplace, there are equilibrium between buyers and sellers. Now, what do we expect in the future? We do expect the listings and the inventory to continue to go up. And as long as that continues to go up and the demand to go down, we do expect the inventory of homes to increase. So, you know, we'll probably have equilibrium in the market for the next probably 6 to 12 months. But after that, as long as the supply continues to go up and the demand goes down, we're going to move into a very light buyer's market. So what does this mean to you? Well, if you're a buyer and you were looking for homes this time last year, you probably didn't have many options to look at. Well, right now, there's a lot more homes to look at, actually double the homes than there was before. So if you were looking before and you couldn't find something, you might want to get back on the train and start looking again, because you definitely should find something in today's market. Now, if you're a seller, that means that there's a lot more competition out there. So that means that you need to price your house right, and you need to make sure you have it in top selling condition. If you can do that and you're partnered with the right realtor, you can be assured to be able to sell your house in a timely fashion and for top dollar. Now, if you're just a homeowner, as I mentioned, good news, I expect appreciation for the next 12 months. And then after that, it really depends on what the supply and demand does. So hope this has been helpful information for you. If you ever need help with any of your real estate needs, feel free to give us a call. We'd be glad to help you out. David Miller, Keller Williams Realty, and hope you guys have a super day. Thanks.